Welcome to my how-to series. In these videos, I will show you how I make products for my small business. I hope you can find inspiration to start creating your own projects. Now let's get on to it. Okay, so before we get started, I like to disinfect my area and make sure I have all the products that I need in order to make any of my skincare products out. So all I have to do is measure, melt, and mix. So for today, I'm gonna be making my creamy body pudding. It's very, very popular, and I'm gonna be doing a almost pumpkin chai scent for the fall time. So that will be my fall launch. Depending on how popular it is, I might even do like a apple scent. I've been like going back and forth about it. I have a couple of markets coming up for the next couple of weeks, so I've just been prepping and getting ready for them because they're basically back to back to back. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is measure out all of my solid products. So all of my butters, my oils, I'm going to measure those out first because they take the longest to melt. Make sure you tear out your scale. And my scale, I got it off of Amazon. Hopefully I can find the link. I will put it down in like the description box. And I already have a formula down. I have it written down and like printed out, and it's kind of like in my kitchen area. And I just follow the formula. So, and I've been making butters for, I want to say more than that, like 6 months now. And they're really successful. And the mango butter, I got it from Matesy. Okay. And I do a combination of mango butter and shea butter. I like the way using both of these butters combined. I love the end product. It looks really good and it feels really good too. So now we have our butters measured out. Put it off to the side. I'm gonna measure out my cetyl alcohol. And cetyl alcohol is an emollient. It's going to help blend the water. It's gonna help kind of like blend the water and aloe vera juice with the butters and oils. And you want to make sure every time you measure out a new ingredient that you tear out your scale. Oopsie daisy. So I made a little mistake. I normally put the butters in my glass Pyrex container and I forgot, and I realized like as I was pouring in the cetyl alcohol that I don't normally use the metal bowl. I use the metal bowl for like my liquids. So I had to like recalibrate everything, but as I was saying, now I'm gonna pour in the cetyl alcohol. And alongside that, I'm also going to use emulsifying wax, NF. And some of these ingredients you can find basically at any of your major retailers. I got products from Brambleberry, Makesy, Nature's Garden. They're really good, and they have really good deals all the time, especially for the oils and stuff. Not Nature's Garden. It's something like that, right? Nature's Oil. I'll leave the links down in the description box. Okay, so once I pour my emulsifying wax, cetyl alcohol, and then I will you can either use any type of oil. For me, I like grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, sunflower oil. I like to use a very lightweight oil so that it doesn't feel too sticky or heavy on the skin, because you got to consider the butters that we already place in the formula are also oil based, so all that added oil is going to then sit on top of the skin. That's why I prefer emulsified formulas and emulsified butters and creams and lotions, because it allows the skin to kind of absorb that moisture with the added liquid, such as water, because water is what gives you hydration. So let's do I'm gonna do a little bit of grapeseed oil for my oil. Alright, so that is all of my solid, and now I'm going to place it in a water bath. Oh, I can't speak. I'm going to place it in a water bath and just have this start to melt. Right. Okay, so now I'm going to do my liquids. And I like to do a combination of aloe vera juice, which I just have this big gallon container, and distilled water. You want to use distilled water. You don't want to use tap water, filter water. You want to use pure distilled water because it doesn't contain any minerals or any additives, and you don't want those products in your body products, in your skincare. So just like before, we're going to tear out the scale, and then I'm going to measure out my weight. And for FYI, all of my weight and everything, I do it using grams, just like the candles. It's just grams only. And I like to do a little bit of half and half. So half aloe vera juice, half distilled water, or my liquid combination. I went over 10 grams, so I'm just gonna adjust And like, don't be afraid to like, for me, like I've found a formula, like a free formula online, but then I kind of made it my own. So I was like, I know products, I did research on like different products and oils that I know I will want to use or that I know are beneficial to the skin. So I just played around with the formula and kind of created my own. So like, don't be afraid to also do that as well. Like, you don't have to stick to like using the same type of ingredients or products or percentages as like another formulator. Like, feel free. Like, that's what I love about, I mean, low-key, I kind of love doing like skincare products over making candles because I feel like you have way more creative freedom to just kind of like venture out, try new things. So I implore you, if you want to start doing like body care, skincare, like just start doing like your research and learning and understanding, and then you might be able to master one formula, but then don't be afraid to like venture out and try to do your own thing as well. So I'm also going to add a little bit of glycerin, and if you don't know, glycerin is a humectant and it helps bring moisture and hydration into the skin. And so I just want to measure out my glycerin. My scale is tared, and then I measure it out. I don't want to make the same mistake, so I'm just going to go in there. And this product is really thick, so just have to be really mindful. Make sure I don't. It's like really thick. But it's a much needed ingredient in all of, especially in a lot of skincare. Like, you'll see like glycerin is like one of the ingredients that you want to use. Okay, and now I'm gonna bring my liquid phase into the water bath so that they can kind of be the same temperature, the oil and the liquid. And as you can see, all of my oil phase is nice and melted, so it's just one liquid product. Guys, what the oil phase is supposed to look like. Like, you see, it's like super clear. It's like everything is completely liquefied. Okay. And then you're gonna pour it into your water phase. I love this part. It looks so good. And I just like to take my spatula and make sure I get every little bit of everything out of my container. And then once I'm done, I take my immersion blender and I immerse. I blend it. So everything is completely combined. And so for this formula, like, it's pretty easy. I try to blend it for at least a minute, like on and off, like a few seconds in. So I normally make this formula in the morning, and then by like the afternoon, it should be solidified. A little bit more solidified. It's not going to completely solidify like traditional whipped body butter. It's going to have a really beautiful and luxurious, like, creamy base to it. So I like to wrap this in cling wrap, and then I'll just put it off to the side. You are not required to put this in the freezer, the fridge. You don't have to do any of that. You just have to let it sit. Hey guys, I hope you can hear me. I actually have a face mask on. I'm feeling just a little sniffly this morning, so I'm just using this precaution because I am making Bath and Body products that are going to be utilized on other people's skin, and I just don't want any issues. So I'm wearing a face mask. Hopefully you can still hear me through it, but it is the next day. Typically I don't let it sit overnight, but I did make this batch pretty late in the day yesterday, and I had to go pick up my daughter from school. So I just let it sit overnight, and it's fine if you do that, or you can wait until the batch here cools down, and then you can add your cool down ingredients. And so this is what it looks like once the formula is cooled down. And as you can see, it's it kind of looks, it looks a little chunky. I don't know if you guys can tell. It looks a little chunky. You just have to keep mixing it. Or for my impatient friends like myself, I just grab a blender and I'll just mix it with the whisk. Because for me, I feel like that creates like the best consistency. So I'm just gonna take my whisk attachment, and like I said yesterday, you do not need anything fancy. This thing is like not wanting to attach. You don't need anything fancy. This is the same blender stick that I use for my immersion blender or my immersion stick. I just have a whisk attachment, and so I'm going to utilize this to whisk up the ingredients. Satisfied with the consistency, so I'm gonna go back and whisk it again. I'm probably gonna increase the speed just so I can get like all the just like little specks that I just want to make sure it's well blended. And you don't have to worry about like over mixing with this formula because it's not like traditional body butters. Like it won't overinflate because it does have a hydrous, a hydrous formulation. So you don't have to worry about it over mixing and having an issue with inflating once like the product's settled. And now we have a very beautiful, oh my gosh, it's so luxurious. I love this product, and so do my customers. Like, it's so luxurious, it's so lightweight. Like, you can tell it kind of looks like it's like a little bit heavier than a lotion. Like, that's the consistency that it gives, but it is so luxurious in the skin. And what I love about it is the aloe vera juice. I love using aloe vera juice. I use it especially in the summertime. Because it gets hot and it kind of gives like a cooling relief to the skin. And I like this product. Like, I'm still making this formulation because I do live on an island and it doesn't get traditionally cold like in other like places where there's like 4 seasons. So it's still pretty warm for this time of year. But yeah, like, I love this formula. It's so luxurious. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell the difference from like before, but you see how this product just drops. And the skin just absorbs it. As soon as I like put it on, it just like melts and leaves this like really beautiful like satiny finish. But yes, this is the consistency that I am looking for. It's like perfect. Okay, so the batch is cooled down, so now you can add your cool down ingredients. I use vitamin E oil, a preservative, and then your fragrance oil. So just make sure you check the MSDS to ensure that the whatever fragrance oil you use is skin safe, and to check the percentage of how much you can use that is going to be allotted for like skin use, perfume use, body butters. Normally they'll have it listed out on like the safety data, or SDS I should say. But yeah. But how gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Okay, this looks so good. Right. Place this on the scale. Tear it out. And then I'm gonna add my vitamin E oil. Actually, I think I do my preservative first. I'm gonna do the preservative. And any products that contain liquid, you have to use a preservative. There's like a non-negotiable. Speak. It's early and I haven't had my coffee. It's a non-negotiable. Yeah, is that the word? So you have to use a preservative. If it contains any type of liquid, you have to preserve it. And honestly, like all of my like skin products, just as a precautionary, I use a preservative. That includes my room and body spray. I even include a preservative into that. Like it's not necessary, based off from the base, like the actual like room and spray base, you don't need one, but I always include it because I don't want the product to develop any kind of mold. You know, these ingredients and these formulations that you're making, these products are they're making contact with someone's skin. You will hate for someone to have a bad reaction or to have mold growing, mold growing on these products that you're selling. So I always opt to use a preservative. And then I also use vitamin E oil, which is not a preservative. It is an antioxidant, and it's meant for ensuring that your oils that you place in your products do not become rancid. Because like sometimes when oil gets like old, like there's like you can like smell it. It just smells off, and that's what it is. And the vitamin E helps to like slow down that process. But I have like multiple body products that I've made maybe within like 6 months. I wouldn't say 6. I'm gonna say like 3 months, and I haven't noticed that the oils deteriorated. So I'm gonna put my vitamin E oil. And then last but not least, my fragrance oil. And it's this really beautiful like fall scent. It's very spice heavy, is chai. It reminds me of like just coziness, like the fall coziness scent. That's what it's giving. It's very nice. I hope this will be the first time I'm using this scent for like my body products, honestly for all of my products. So I'm really hoping that my customers enjoy it. So once all your cool down ingredients are added, you want to come through and mix them into your body butter. And it looks like it's gonna be real liquid, but you just have to keep incorporating it into your batch. And I don't know about any of you guys, if you guys are also like body care makers, like if you're making any kind of skincare, body care. I'm actually like in the market for new like jars. The ones I had, I ordered like a long time ago, like almost like 4 years ago, when I was gonna do like a different type of brand idea, and just like my business was under the market of something else. I was gonna do something completely different than what I'm doing now. So I want to buy jars that are a little bit more cohesive with my branding. Right now, the ones I have are like frosted. They're not glass. It's like a PET material, so it's supposed to be recyclable. I looked into getting glass jars, but they're really expensive, and I'm just a little apprehensive because glass can break, and then the product becomes heavier for like shipping purposes, and the shipping cost is already pretty hefty for shipping like internationally from Japan. So I think that's just like one way to cut costs for like the customer. And plus, if I buy like glass jars or use glass jars, then the cost of the product increases. And as much as I want to use more like, you know, renewable materials, I can't justify like the end cost for the consumer. So the plastic jars are just gonna have to be the PET jars. But as you can see, now all of the cool down ingredients are fully incorporated into this batch. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like fall. Oh, I love it. It's like fall and Christmas at the same time. Like, it's just the holiday season. That's what it's giving. It's giving, this is the end of the year. This is like back to back, like family gatherings and just coziness. I love it. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. It's almost like, it's like really sweet too. It has like this sweetness to it, but the spices also give like this really like coziness as well. I really hope my customers enjoy this scent. I do have another scent that I want to do as well, like almost like an apple scent to add to the line, but I don't know yet. I don't know. It depends on like how well this does. I might include it because yeah, some people like a more like clean scent, and this is more like gourmand. But yeah, this is so beautiful. That is the final texture. How beautiful. So beautiful. And look, it's like a pudding. It looks like pudding. It's giving like a puddingy jelly consistency. I have a clean bowl. It's the same one I used from yesterday. I cleaned it and disinfected. And now I'm going to split the batch so that I can do 2 colors and I give a little pizzazz. So yeah, I'm gonna split this. It smells so good, oh my gosh. Okay, so it's definitely not giving what it should have gave. It's definitely coming out like gray. Ooh. Okay, let's see if I can I redeem this. Oh man, maybe this is one of those colors that you have to mix with like a liquid. Okay, so I have all of my jars here. They are disinfected and ready to go. And then these are the lids. This is what I was referring to when I was saying I want to change the aesthetic of my jars. I feel like just the bamboo does not go with the rest of my branding. I like the bamboo, it's really pretty, but I feel like I need something different. So this is what I'm going to use to like add the products into the jars. I can't use like the traditional method with like the pastry bag because the product is like the viscosity of it is a little bit too loose, if that makes sense. So I have to use this, but this is not like the most efficient way to do it, especially like towards the end. I start to have issues with the product just not being able to dispense. So if anyone knows of a better method, let your girl know. Tell me in the comments if you could think of something better. But yeah, this is just not. But this seems to be like the best method I've found so far. But anyways, I will just kind of alternate the colors. Okay guys, so everything's done. This is the final look. Looks really good. I'm just gonna cap these, and then I also have my samples that I give out at the markets and with orders as well. So I'm just gonna cap everything and then label, and that's it. Yeah, so for my minis, I just took like the spatula and just like scooped it in. I think I'm just gonna buy a ice cream scooper instead of messing around with that like pancake filler, because I feel like I like the way this looks. Sorry. Do you see how like smooth that is? It looks really pretty. Or I feel like the colors here are a little, I don't know, I like the way the minis look. My like samplers look. And then even the colors, like, see? That's like, I don't know. I think that looks better. So I'll probably just start like, I'll probably buy an ice cream scooper instead of messing around with that filler. But yeah, that's it. Now I'm just gonna cap these. I have a market coming up this Saturday, and this is where I'm gonna debut this product. Hopefully my customers enjoy it. I have some leftover, well, not a lot, but I just have a little bit. But I just want to show you guys like what the texture and what the consistency of this body pudding, since that's how it's labeled on my website. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So my skin, body pudding. This is like a lot. This is a lot. Oh my god, it's so good. And this is what it looks like. You see how it just like blends? Like the amount that I put is a lot. Like you don't need all that. This can cover like probably both of my arms. Do you see how it just like melts into my skin? My skin is just like absorbing it. I put a little bit too much, but And like a little bit goes a long way. See? Like, and really mix and it's tattoo safe. So if like you have tattoos or anything, like shouldn't cause any irritants. And even my husband has it. He has like a full sleeve. And look how shiny my arm looks. Look, even my tattoo looks like so much better. It's like, that's my other arm. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but it just looks hydrated, moisturized. I'm showing you my elbow. Look at that. My camera angle is like weird, but you can see, like, look how hydrated my skin looks. It looks plump, ready to take on the day. But yeah, that's it for today. I'm gonna label these. I'm gonna label all of these products, and yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want, I can also do a video on my creamy body scrub. What is my name of mine? Creamy, no, that's the body pudding. Oh, whipped body polish. My whipped body polish, I can do a video on how I make that as well, because I have to make a batch. I have to make another batch. So yeah, just let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too like all unorganized. I'm trying to be better about like these tutorials. I love teaching. Sometimes I have like scrambled brain and I can't think straight. So thanks for watching. Bye.